Yeah.
All some interesting pairings. And
he's playing the panda.
yeah.
Okay. Sobol, a candidate master from Ukraine against Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru, he's another one. We talked about Magnus's kind of lack of form in Titled Tuesdays just the last 2 weeks. I guess everyone's allowed an off week or two, but Hikaru, he's really struggled this split. Not in that top 8 we talked about earlier, yet to bank his spot in the Global Championship. Didn't do so well in the Speed Chess Championship. What do we make of first his opening choice, but also his chances this week of bouncing back?
Well, he has got the big candidates, I guess, which his mind's on at the moment. But he's always potentially going to have a good chance of winning Title Tuesday. When he's on form and calculating well, he's incredibly strong. He's nodding his head there. I'd like to know what he's dancing to. Do you reckon we know any musical choices?
I think this is his way of giving himself some confidence and trying to get into shape. Like, I got this. I feel like this is his his nodding says.
His opening's weird though, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to he's brought his queen out, he's brought his pawn out. He's done 2 things that you're not supposed to do at the start of the game. You're not supposed to bring your queen out, and you're not supposed to play weird pawn moves. Now he's moved his bishop twice. Is this Hikaru playing, or is it Hikaru poster here? It's very, very peculiar moves to my eyes.
Yeah, a bit speculative, this type of opening, but the thing is, you really need to play precisely in order to take advantage of this type of play. And I feel like a lot of these top grandmasters, they know when to play a bit speculative and try and break the rules and get away with it. And well, let's see. I feel like White's last move was maybe not the most precise, and now maybe he's gonna just grab a pawn. Is that even?
Whoa!
I wouldn't do that against Simon.
I didn't know you were.
You see Hikaru's reaction there. He has the same reaction as you. I
didn't know you were the greedy type. So I thought you'd like giving up pawns rather than grabbing.
Well, I do, but I know that Hikaru tends to. He likes to take a pawn here and there and just try and untangle from maybe a struggling position. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you can grab a pawn and get away with it, then you should do. And I think he's if he can finish his development here, get his bishop, maybe even castle queenside, then he'll be very happy. So if I was White here, I'd be looking at doing something immediate, really, really quickly, because you don't want Hikaru to get castle. I think he'll be fine. So what immediate things can we do? Maybe we can use the knight in the center.
Right, so if black goes bishop, if Hikaru goes go bishop b7, then there was knight f5 perhaps? Oh, even knight b5, yeah?
Yeah, one of these.
Okay, so he goes here, development.
Yeah. We try and figure out what Hikaru is listening to?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, if we can. Oh, can we hear?
We just hear some clicks.
No. We don't know.
What do I want to play here? Let's go queen f6. Something a little bit different.
Okay.
Did you have from good sources that he was listening to anything?
It just always looks like he is, right? It looks like he's always bouncing to some kind of music.
Yeah.
That was from a few moves ago. He was talking about queen f6. Now his queen is a bit stuck on g6, and she's got to be careful not to get trapped. Watch out, big threat that's been guarded against, and I guess the queen always has a couple of squares to escape to.
Yeah, and black's now ready to counter strike with the likes of d5, some move like this. That last move, not just defending against a knight fork, but also lining up against white's queen, which is very useful. And it kind of feels to me that now Hikaru's castled, he's over the worst. I'm sure there was some dodginess going on, but it's really hard to take advantage of it when you're playing someone so good. And look at that, that's a dancing move. Yeah, is he just dancing to the sound of his own brilliance?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he's saying, I'm brilliant, dance, dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the new Hikaru song? Yeah.
Grass for the wicked.
There you go.
Exactly. You read his mind. He's wearing a Team USA jersey as well, so clearly feeling very patriotic today, Hikaru.
Okay. And this is, I don't know what White does now. Funnily enough, White doesn't really have a lead and advantage anymore.
Development is still lacking, right? So you really want to get all the pieces out, but now d5, as you mentioned, really seems like a really strong move.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, d5 is a very logical move, and I feel like Hikaru's taking over this position somewhat. White's piece is all a bit cramped now. They're much more active earlier when they're ready to spring, and they're a little bit like on the back rank. And if that bishop now comes to maybe, I don't know, just b7 or something, it looks nice for Hikaru. I love his rook in the middle. Great piece.
Yeah.
Looks very uncomfortable for white now. Hikaru's not risking much, looks almost symmetrical. His opponent is, I believe, around 14, 15 years old. 15 years old, so a decent candidate master. 2,800 though, that is a high rating.
Yeah, that's
Very
a
high
proper rating.
Everyone's good these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Everyone's so good. I mean, it's incredible how this new generation of chess players have just come on. I mean, 2,800 at Blitz at that age, 10 years ago, he'd stand out as being one of the best in the world. And obviously, he's a brilliant player. But this position now, look at the Black Knight hovering around White's king. And maybe the H-pawn is threatening to move up to get rid of the knight on G3. He could start thinking about pushing that pawn now, because the white knight ever moves, you've got knight to H3 check, and he's using the H-pawn to... It's not like me to start using the H-pawn there. Very, very, very rare idea.
I actually had a stopwatch on, and it took you 17 minutes of the tournament to mention Harry the H-pawn.
That's quite a long time, right? Yeah,
Exactly,
I
new
normally,
record.
first 30 seconds I'll be mentioning old Harry, and all of Black's pieces, they're just coming into the game, aren't they, nicely here. So big advantage to Hikaru. He's got a nice time advantage. There's a minute up on the clock, and White is on defensive. I mean, it's not game over. White still has this compact position, but just no activity here. Would you move forwards to the knight into the center or backwards here?
I think he would want to move forwards, but then again, okay, it is tempting to try and remove this knight. If there's no knockout punch here for black,
Yeah.
if the queens have to come off, there we go.
Okay.
Then maybe some chance of survival, although black has two big threats, right? H3 to break open the diagonal, and also the rook was coming in. Okay, it's not over.
No,
Still fighting.
No. It's now getting near the ending, a lovely rook ending, which I'm very excited about.
Okay, targets. JK, it does look like he's broken through.
Yeah, I was going to mention earlier that well, White had a solid position still and not too many weaknesses, but Hikaru's pieces were just too good, too well placed, and White had no activity, and now he's he's trading everything down into a one pawn endgame, which is maybe a bit surprising. I wouldn't be too certain about this going into it with black, but I mean, I know I should have good chances, but...
Yeah, I guess it's the fact these double pawns, right? They're just, double pawns, especially as more pieces come off the board, become really bad. One pawn blocks the other one. Black's got this passed pawn. You've got to try h4, right?
Yes.
This is still a little bit unclear, is it, with h4?
If the H and G pawns come off, then suddenly White is the one with the outside pass pawn. So he's got to have calculated this well, Hikaru. Big margin. I mean, could we see a swing here if he's not accurate?
So do we go F? No.
Yeah, I like f4.
F4, yeah?
Just try to queen the pawn, and now that f pawn's looking very strong, right? I don't think you can stop it.
No, it's going way too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the race is on, but the race is very one-sided, and Hikaru gets the win.
Yeah.
Nice. Good game by